Ranking all the Rites of War for Horus Heresy 2.0, Part 2 of Part 7, it's still the Underworld Assault. My name is Mechanid, let's get started. For the full effects and limitations, along with the Subterranean Assault special rule, see Part 1. Now, on to the upsides. Because your guys don't automatically deploy, unlike the drop pod assault, it means that they can be better shielded against the interceptor reactions that your opponents are likely to make, and they can still ride around in the drills, which is also nice. Also, the damage caused by the drills emerging while only AP4 can deal out a large number of hits at good strength, which I prefer over the pinning checks caused by normal deep strikes. The drills themselves are also really cool. A mean little package with a transport capacity of 12 lets you bring a few characters along in a 10-man squad, making them more flexible than drop pods in that regard, even with the infantry transport special rule preventing them from carrying anything with the bulky special rule. Also, packing a melter cutter gives the termites some nasty close-range shooting to help back up squads they transport. The melter cutter also gives you +2 strength to your ram attacks, letting you be more effective when using your termites as suicide or blocking units to protect your squads. You can also upgrade the termites' twin bolters to Volkite chargers or heavy flamers, but I recommend keeping them cheap, as with only 3 hull points and with only 12 armor on the front and sides and 10 on the rear, termites are far from durable. Basically, after the termite deploys, don't be afraid to just send it straight at the enemy and force your opponents to deal with the angry buzzing suppository rather than deal with the squads that you just deployed. And the fact that all of you guys not in the Underworld Assaults do gain stubborn to give them a bit more staying power while they wait for the mold people to deploy. But since you don't technically have to put any of your units into a subterranean assault, you could take no termites and gain army-wide stubborn if you like. Though this will limit your starting infantry to bulky units only, so assault marines. Unlike other Rites of War, the Termite Assault doesn't limit any of your unit options. It only limits which of those choices are going to go in the drills or not, with the exception of certain flyers like the Xiphon, which have to start the game off the board. This does give you a lot of flexibility, as you may opt for one of your forces, either being the drill teams or the holding force, to be very small and focus almost entirely on the other force. Finally, getting to fill your fast attack and heavy support slots with drills can give you more transports to fill up than those troops that on the off chance can't take a rhino, to ensure that all your non-bulky troops can make it to the battlefield. This is a great Rite of War that, while very expensive to build, requiring a lot of forge-willed resin, will work well with any legion that would also work well in a drop pod assault, with special mention to the Death Guard, who can move and shoot heavy weapons with no penalty, and Ultramarines, who can use the termites' guns to help set up more accurate shooting. For the cool factor, the tactical flexibility, and the unorthodox strategy, I'm putting the Underworld Assault in a solid B tier, maybe even a low A tier, as it's my preference for massed deep strike assaults over the drop pod assault. Which Rite of War should we look at next? And stay tuned for more. My name is Mechanid, thanks for watching. Which is also nice. Also, the